Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. This is your confirmation that what is in front of you is far greater than what is gone. And your life's about to change positively in a drastic way. So let's begin with today's message, my friends. Yesterday I went through comments from the previous video, and firstly I want to say to all of you, I love you all. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love, and actually what I appreciate the most is your consistency on your path, because not many people are so determined, and that's truly something empowering to see. So many people truly working on themselves, improving what they feel that there needs to be improved, and recognizing what is not serving you anymore. So the previous video was all about recognizing that path of transformation that we're all moving through. You know, sometimes we're rising and feeling good about our growth, and we get to the top where we feel, oh, I'm truly in the flow, everything is moving in the right direction. But at some point we start meeting certain challenges, we lose the motivation, inspiration, and we start falling down until we hit the rock bottom, and we think we've lost it, we've lost the flow, we've lost the momentum, and everything was just for nothing. Often we just think that way, everything was for nothing. I've tried so hard, I've applied so many lessons, and it was for nothing. Look at me, I'm back at the beginning. But it's not true, because you're moving in upward spiral. That's something I've shared with you in the previous video, and for more details about it, go and check it out. Today I want to dedicate this video to everyone who's actually moving in that upward spiral right now and feeling that you are maybe falling or rising, or that you're somewhere in between. My friends, everything is always working in your favor. If you're taking care of what's in your hands to change, everything is working in your favor. So sometimes we lose the reason, why are we doing that in the first place? Especially when it gets hard, when we start falling, when people around us start saying to us, see, I told you, you can't make it happen. See, I told you, you are a loser. See, I told you, you need to find a better job. Or, when people start telling you that, it's even harder than to believe into your own vision. It's because, when we are inspired and motivated, we know the reason why we're doing that, why we've decided to detach from that matrix system and in tune with our heart system, our inner intelligence, to recognize why we are here at the first place. And deep inside you know that, but because there's so much of distractions from external world, sometimes we lose it. And it's okay, being distracted with so many different information and sources, it's easy to lose that sense of a reason why you're doing that. That's why it's so important to have a space in a day for your time, for having a meeting with yourself, so you can build a relationship with yourself. So the best time is definitely in the morning, when we just wake up and we start the day with a great conversation with ourselves. We sit down and we ask ourselves what we want to work on today. Right? What I feel inspired deep inside my heart right now. Before you even begin your day, before you even start doing anything else, you ask yourself, what's your reason today that you want to keep up with what's the most important to you? And that's something that is really, really powerful, because if you wake up and you just grab your phone, you will find many reasons why you shouldn't do it. Why the whole world is crazy, why everything is going wrong, and there's many reasons. But when you ask yourself why you want to keep up on your mission, why you want to keep following that idea, why you want to keep growing, why you want to keep up with that book, why you want to keep up making that mission possible. Your heart will give you answers. And we all know that. I use meditation for it. And I write down what I've learned in meditation because it helps me to remember that, or those moments of clarity. And that's something truly important, especially when we're losing that sense of connectedness with our inner source. Sometimes we lose it, or we feel like we've lost it. And that's why every single day I'm reminding you that the source is within you. You're never disconnected from it. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And when you feel the most disconnected is the best possible time to go back into yourself and find the connection once again. Every time you discover the connection once again, you strengthen it. Because you were able to get from feeling lost to feeling connected. So you're strengthening the patterns in your brain that are allowing you and helping you to experience that inner connection faster. And that's something truly incredible because we teach and train ourselves to stay connected more often. And what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about this connection, I'm talking about being in tune with your soul call, with your inner guidance. We know it's there because sometimes when we are in that peak state or when we are in that natural state of being, we just feel drawn towards a certain direction. Like I felt drawn into art, and I'm not coming from artistic family. Nobody in my family is an artist. Nobody was doing that. Nobody believed that it's actually possible to make something out of it. But we just feel I need to do it. I need to share a message. I need to do it for the people. And there may be no external reasons why you're doing that, but you've still started because you know that something within you is driving you towards it. And soon you will notice why. Soon you will experience interesting events that will affirm to you why you've started or why you needed to start working on it. And that's something that we eventually experience, certain manifestations or messages from people. Like every single day I receive messages from many people writing me thanks for sharing your message. And sometimes I'm feeling down, and it's so interesting how the universe works, because sometimes I'm feeling down and sometimes I'm experiencing a self-doubt. And sometimes I feel like what I'm doing is not helping anyone. And at the days when I feel that way, when my mind is playing tricks on me, I actually receive much more positive messages than usually. That's how the universe is communicating with you. And the greatest things happen when you actually start noticing those tiny miracles in your daily life, because they are present. Maybe this video for you may be a miracle for today, because you've been bombarded with many negative news. And this video is reminding you, hey, take care of your inner voice. If you're ignoring it, it will stop calling you. It's like calling a friend who would never answer a phone. At some point you would stop calling, right? And that's how your heart is doing the same with you. If you're not answering that calling, it will stop. Maybe it will try a few months or years later. That's why we have these shifts, when there are times when we just feel a stronger calling than other times. And we need to say yes to that. That's why we need to learn often say no to something outside of us, so we can say yes to that force inside of us. And that's something truly important to understand. So when you're feeling like you don't know why would you keep up, you need to find a reason within you. And when you learn to calm down your analytical mind. You will just sense it. In meditation, the easiest way to experience it is to find a comfortable position and firstly relax your tongue. Relax your tongue, it will help you to relax your nervous system. Suddenly you will go from fight or flight into rest and rejuvenate state. If you slow down your breathing and deepen it, your heart will go into that coherent state and suddenly you will feel safe. Suddenly you will feel like being at home. And then just enjoy in that peaceful state. Longer you stay in it, deeper you will get. And at some point, you can just ask yourself what I need to focus on right now, what I need to do. Or maybe even before setting the question, you will already know. And that's something truly simple and powerful. So try it out, my friends, every single day. Keep up with that. And understand that, mind is a powerful tool. But if we are feeding it with what's not supporting what we want to see on the world, it may get poisoned with so much of negativity that suddenly we will lose ourselves in that. And we know it, right? But still often we allow ourselves to wander in all possible direction, which is nothing wrong with that if we also know how to catch ourselves and get ourselves back together. So feed your mind with something that will help you to water the seeds of your manifestations. And because mind is powerful, more you focus on something, more you strengthen the connection with it. More you are focusing on something that you wish to see, stronger it will become in your mind. And it means that possibility to make it happen will become just much more clear. Believe that it will work for you will become stronger. Therefore, trust into the process will become stronger. That's why I love to read books, or sometimes I'm rereading old books that I've read years ago, because sometimes we just forget, right? Sometimes we just forget what was the reason that we've started at the first place, and we need to get back to that knowledge, just to reawaken certain patterns in the brain that were active maybe in the past, at the times when we've started and then we've been too distracted and we've lost the track. So it's all about becoming somebody new, right? And in order to become that new version of yourself, you need to stop doing or repeating the old patterns. When we start doing something new, and if we allow ourselves to stay consistent with that, we will develop new habits. And that's simple as that. And of course, like I mentioned in the previous video, sometimes we will lose the momentum and it will become harder. And it's completely okay to pause yourself, to say, okay, now for 1 week, I will not do anything connected with it. It doesn't mean that you're failing and losing and throwing everything away. It's called recharging time, rejuvenation time, right? Whatever you need to recharge your batteries. We all know that when our batteries are low, we rather see the worst case scenarios than the best possible case scenarios. But when our energy is high, when we are joyful about life, we always see the best possible scenario. So the mission is always to learn to recharge your batteries, learn to raise your energy. How can we raise our energy? Well, take care of how you're wasting your energy and make sure to balance things in your life. Take care of your sleep. Take care of how well you're treating yourself. When it comes to meditation, how often do you meditate? How often you take time for that inner connection? And make it a priority. Take care of the words you're using. Are you constantly talking, constantly thinking, saying words you don't even mean, and so on? It's all draining your energy. Take care of how you're talking with people, how you're communicating with people. Are you trying to be honest and kind, or are you constantly judging, trying to manipulate somebody, arguing? It's all draining your energy. And it's not that we become really strict about it, but just a bit more aware to see, maybe there's no need to say this. Maybe I don't need to say those words. Maybe, often less is more. Often if we just become more conscious of the words, we'll use right words and we don't need to say much. So it's all about self-awareness, and we just need to learn to catch ourselves. Every time when we feel that we are moving downwards on that vibrational level, we catch ourselves. And see if there's a possibility in your day for maybe quick naps, quick meditations, quick breathing practice, or walk in nature in the middle of the day. So before you get completely exhausted, you take care of that. You recharge yourself. Those are powerful things we can do in our daily life to stay in that alignment. So we, rather than moving through those ups and downs with pain and hard challenges, we start moving through it with a greater sense of flow and easiness. It's possible, my friends, and it just becomes much easier. We try it once, twice, and we keep up with it, and suddenly it becomes something natural for us. So, my friends, everything is happening in your favor, and more you are training yourself to be in the flow, to be in the awareness, to catching yourself before you completely exhaust yourself, before you completely drain out your energy. Do something to nurture it, nurture your life force. My friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. Have a beautiful day. And thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I draw my passion. You're all truly appreciated. Till next time, one love.